students, so today in this video we are going to cover some questions with their brief explanation, which is very important for your railway pharmacist exam. So here we have a first question is, which of the following antibiotic causes leakage from cell membrane? So options are, option A is cephalosporin, option B is chloramphenicol, option C is cycloserine, and option D is cholecystine. So which of the following antibiotic causes leakage from cell membrane? And the correct answer is cholecystine. Cholecystine is the antibiotic which causes leakage from cell membrane. So let's discuss with the help of explanation that cephalosporin is a cell wall synthesis inhibitor, where chloramphenicol is a protein synthesis inhibitor and cycloserine is a cell wall synthesis inhibitor. So, and last is cholecystine. Cholecystine means it binds to liposaccharides and phospholipids in the outer cell membrane of gram-negative bacteria, which leads to disruption of the outer cell membrane, and the result is leakage of intracellular contents and at last the bacterial death takes place. So let's discuss with the help of pictorial representation that it is a representation where that is cell wall synthesis is given, DNA gyrase inhibitor, RNA elongation, DNA directed RNA polymerase inhibitor, protein synthesis inhibitors given with the help of diagrammatic representation. So first one is cell wall synthesis inhibitor. It consists cycloserine, vancomycin, bacteriocin, penicillin, cephalosporin, monobactam and carbapenem. And next one is folic acid, that is trimethoprim and sulfonamides. And the cytoplasmic membrane structure is it includes polymyxins and daptomycin, and where DNA gyrase inhibitors are quinolones, that is one is nalidixic acid, ciprofloxacin, novobiocin, and DNA elongation is include actinomycin. So, and whereas protein synthesis inhibitor at 30s and protein synthesis at 50s inhibitors are given. So students, just try to make a pictorial in your copy which makes you easy to attempt any question regarding this topic. So moving on the next question. Bharatiya Mahila Bank is headquartered at, options are, option A is New Delhi, option B is Mumbai, option C is Kolkata, option D is Chennai. So Bharatiya Mahila Bank is headquartered at which city? And the correct answer is New Delhi. The Bharatiya Mahila Bank is headquartered at New Delhi. Now next question is, in the cell culture, which gas is used for cryopreservation of animal cells? And the options are, option A is O2, option B is N2, option C is SO2, option D is NO2. So in the cell culture, which gas is used for the cryopreservation of animals? So the correct answer is N2. So let's discuss with the help of explanation that what is cryopreservation first. So what is cryopreservation? That it is a process where organelles, cells, tissues, extracellular matrix, organs or any other biological construct susceptible to damage caused by unregulated chemical kinetics are preserved by cooling to very low temperature, that is typically minus 80 degrees Celsius, using solid carbon dioxide or 196 minus 196 degrees Celsius using liquid nitrogen. So liquid nitrogen is used in the process of cryopreservation because of its low temperature, that is minus 196 degrees Celsius. So cryopreservation means preserved the food at lower temperature or preserve the components at lower temperature. So moving on the next question. Excess intake of cobalt for longer time leads to, options are, option A is polycythemia, option B is megaloblastic anemia, deficiency of folic acid and vitamin B12, option C is pernicious anemia, deficiency of vitamin B12, option D is microcytic anemia, deficiency of iron. So excess intake of cobalt for longer time leads to the polycythemia. So let's discuss with the help of explanation that polycythemia is the excess intake of cobalt, whereas megaloblastic anemia leads deficiency of folic acid and vitamin B12, and pernicious anemia is deficiency of vitamin B12, whereas microcytic anemia is deficiency of iron. So the correct answer is polycythemia, that is excess intake of cobalt. Next question is, which one of these is ex officio member in PCI, that is Pharmacy Council of India? Option A is Director General of Health Service, option B is Director Medical Council of India, option C is Registrar State Pharmacy Council, and option D is none of the above. So which one of these is ex officio member in Pharmacy Council of India? So the correct answer is Director General of Health Service is the ex officio member in Pharmacy Council of India. So let's discuss with the help of explanation. Here we have a table that is ex officio member, elected member and nominated member. So coming on the ex officio member, Director General of Medical and Health Service, Government of India. Another one is Drug Controller General of India, and directors, that is of Central Drug Laboratory, which is located in Kolkata. And elected member includes 6 members, of whom at least one teacher of the subject of pharmacy, that is pharmaceutical chemistry, ecology, cognosy, elected by the University Grant Commission, that is UGC, from amongst teacher of Indian University affiliated college imparting diploma or degree in pharmacy. So means there are 6 members, from which one member should be of any subject, that is pharmaceutical chemistry or ecology, elected by the UGC, and one member elected by the amongst its member from of MCI, that is Medical Council of India, and one member each elected by the State Pharmacy Council of each state, who should be a registered pharmacist. So coming on the nominated member, that is 6 members nominated by the Government of India, that is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, of which at least 4 should possess a degree or diploma in pharmacy, and qualification should be practicing pharmacy or pharmaceutical chemistry, and one representative of each UGC of All India Council for Technical Education, that is AICTE, and one member representing each state government of union territory, who shall be a registered pharmacist nominated by the respective state government or union territory. So this is all about the elected member, ex officio member and the nominated members. Students, just try to note down in your copy, because sometimes the question may arise from this part. So coming on the next question. The agglomeration of several food chains of amino acid is known as dash structure. Options are, option A is primary, option B is secondary, option C is tertiary, option D is quaternary. Sorry students, the spelling is actually mistake from our side. So the agglomeration of several fold chains of amino acid is known as, and the correct answer is quaternary. So let's discuss with the help of explanation. Here we have a quaternary structure. So Uh, First one is primary protein structure, sequence of amino acids, chain of amino acids. Second one is secondary protein structure, local folding of the polypeptide chains into helicals or sheets. And third one is tertiary protein structure, in which 3D dimensional folding proteins of a protein due to side chain interactions. And at last, quaternary protein structure, where protein consisting of more than one amino acid chain. So the correct answer is quaternary structures. Coming on the next question, when is International Olympic Day observed? Option A is June 22, option B is June 23, option C is June 24, option D is June 25. So when is the International Olympic Day is observed? And the correct answer is, the correct date is June 23rd. On June 23rd, the International Olympic Day observed. So coming on the next question, more is the HLB value, dash is the hydrophilicity. Options are, option A is more, option B is less, option C is no change, option D is none of the above. So more is the HLB value, more is the hydrophilicity. So let's discuss with the help of explanation that first one is HLB. HLB means hydrophile lipophile balance. So it is an empirical expression for the relationship of the hydrophilic means water loving and hydrophobic means water hating groups of a surfactant. And we have a just table of HLB values. Let's see this table. Here we have a table divided into three portions, that is hydrophobic, oil soluble, hydrophilic, water soluble, and water dispersible. So first one is 2 to 3 anti-foaming agent, and 3 to 6 emulsifying agent, and wetting and spreading agent includes 7 to 9 HLB value, and O by W emulsifying agent include 8 to 16, and detergents include 13 to 15, where solubilizing agents include 15 to 18. So this is all about the question answer explanation of this portion. So moving on the next question, the pH of the lacrimal fluid is, option A is 8, option B is 6.2, option C is 7.4, option D is 9.0. Students, sometimes the question may ask from this portion because sometimes the question asks directly from the pH portion. So the pH of the lacrimal fluid is 7.4. So let's discuss with the help of explanation that various compartments or blood fluids having their individual pH. That is, for example, blood plasma having 7.42 plus minus 0.04, where saliva having 6.35 to 6.85, and gastric juice is having 0.9 to 1.1, and urine having the pH is 4.8 to 7.5, and cerebral spinal liquor is having 7.4 plus minus 0.05, where pancreatic juice having 7.5 to 8, and bile in bladder having the pH is 5.4 to 6.9, where milk have 6.6 to 6.9 pH, and lacrimal fluid, which is asked in the question, that is a 7.4. And what about the skin? Skin having the pH is 6.2 to 7.5. So the correct answer for the lacrimal fluid having the pH is 7.4. So moving on the next question, Ringer's injection USP in a sterile solutions of, option A is NaCl, KCl, and calcium chloride. Option B is NaCl, calcium carbonate, and potassium chloride. Option C is potassium chloride, calcium carbonate, or calcium chloride. And option D is sodium chloride, potassium chloride, or magnesium hydroxide. So Ringer injections USP is a sterile solution of sodium chloride, potassium chloride, and calcium chloride. So moving on the explanation part, that what is Ringer injection? That Ringer injection USP is a sterile, non-pyrogenic, and contains no bacteriostatic or antimicrobial agents. This product is intended for IV administration in a single dose container and ringers is employed as a vehicle for other drugs or alone as an electrolyte and replenisher and plasma as a plasma volume expander. So here we have a composition of this, that is the sodium chloride USP, quantity is 0.86, and I have calcium chloride dihydrate USP, that is the quantity is 0.033 gram, and the potassium chloride having 0.03 gram, and water for injection USP is quantity sufficient. So it's a composition of the ringer solution. So coming on the next question, name the company which has entered the agricultural insurance area by launching weather and yield based crop insurance scheme in some states of India. Option A is Reliance, option B is Tata, option C is SBI, option D is Aviva. So which is the company? So the company name is which provide the agricultural insurance, that is Reliance. Next question is the last two pairs, 11th and 12th pairs of ribs are called. Option R. Option A is true ribs. Option B is floating ribs. Option C is false ribs. Option D is none of these. So the last two pairs of 11th and 12th pairs of the ribs are called floating ribs. So let's discuss with the help of explanation. Here we have a pictorial diagram which shows the floating ribs. Here we have a just pictorial diagram which shows the last 11th and 12th pair are called this one, and this one are floating ribs. So it's a thoracic cage having the anterior view. So you can, this is from 1 to 7 are true ribs, and from 8 to 12 are false ribs, and the 11th and 12th pair is floating ribs. So students, I hope your confusion about the ribs is clear. True, false and floating ribs. So let's discuss another question, that handsome beautiful husband. Option A is woman, option B is wife, option C is girl, option D is she. So handsome beautiful husband which resembles a wife. So here we have a just explanation of a single line, that handsome is related to the husband, where beautiful is related to the wife. So wife is the question answer. So moving on the next question, some enzymes requires metal ion for their activity. The metal ion is called as, option A is cofactor, option B is coenzyme, option C is activator, option D is all of these. So some enzymes requires metal ion for their activity, and the metal ion is called as, the correct answer is cofactor. So enzymes require metal ion for their activity, and the metal ion is called as cofactor. So let's discuss with the help of explanation that what is actually cofactor is. A cofactor is a non-protein chemical compound or metallic ion that is required for enzymes activity. Cofactors can be considered as a helper molecules that assist in biochemical transformations, and the rates at which these happens are characterized by enzyme kinetics. So cofactors can be subclassified also as either inorganic ions or complex organic molecules, that is called coenzymes. So the correct answer is cofactor. So moving on, this one is also explanation which shows you the cofactor. Here we have a cofactor, it's an apoenzyme, and it is a holoenzyme, and which is having the active site and coenzyme, and it is a substrate which binds on this active site. So moving on the next question and last question of this video, that Sera Watan, an educational motivational tour, was organized by which of the following institutions? Option A is Rashtriya Rifles Battalion, option B is National Cadet Corps, option C is National Security Guard, option D is Assam Rifles. So Sera Watan, an educational motivational tour, was organized by which of the following institution? The correct answer is Rashtriya Rifles Battalion was organized Sera Watan, an educational motivational tour. So this is all about this video. Thanks for watching.